Wait, have you ever felt that invisible moment when someone walks into a room and the energy instantly shifts? No announcement, no loud personality, no desperate effort. Yet everyone notices them, people listen, people respect them, before a single word is spoken. Meanwhile, others talk more, try harder, explain themselves endlessly, and still fade into the background. So what creates that silent authority? Is it confidence, appearance, status, money? No. It's a hidden psychological signal your brain sends within seconds. And once you understand this secret, you won't chase respect anymore. You'll naturally command it every time you enter any room. Here's the shocking truth most people never realize. Respect is not created when you start speaking. Respect is decided long before your first word leaves your mouth. The human brain is incredibly fast. Within milliseconds of seeing you, people subconsciously judge your confidence, your emotional strength, your status, and even your value. You may think respect comes from intelligence, achievements, or perfect communication skills. But neuroscience tells a different story. Before you introduce yourself, before you explain who you are, before you prove anything, people already feel whether you are confident, trustworthy, calm, or uncertain. Your posture speaks, your energy speaks, your presence speaks. And the strange part? Most people are completely unaware of the silent signals they send every day. Signals that either attract respect or quietly push it away. That's why some individuals command attention without effort, while others struggle to be heard even when they try their hardest. Today, you're going to discover the hidden psychological switches that instantly change how people perceive you. Once you understand them, respect will stop feeling like something you chase and start becoming something you naturally carry with you everywhere you go. Think about the last time you met someone truly powerful. Maybe it was a respected teacher, a confident leader, or someone successful who instantly stood out. They didn't demand attention, they didn't speak the loudest, they didn't try to impress anyone. In fact, they seemed relaxed, almost effortless. They walked in calmly, they listened more than they talked. They moved without urgency, and strangely, the entire room adjusted to their presence. Conversations slowed, people paid closer attention, respect appeared naturally. It felt almost like an invisible force surrounded them. But that feeling isn't luck, it isn't personality, and it definitely isn't magic. It's neuroscience at work. Your brain constantly scans for signals of safety, confidence, and emotional control. Humans don't respond first to words, we respond to presence. Because long before language existed, the brain learned to read energy, posture, and behavior, instantly deciding who to trust, follow, and respect. Most people don't lose respect because they lack talent, intelligence, or potential. They lose respect before they even open their mouth. Without realizing it, they send silent signals that weaken their presence. They walk into a room too fast, as if they don't belong there. Their eyes constantly look down or away. They smile excessively, hoping to be liked. They speak quickly, trying to fill every silence. To them, these actions feel normal. But the human brain interprets something very different. It reads nervous movement as uncertainty, avoided eye contact as insecurity, over-explaining as approval-seeking, fast speech as anxiety, and the brain automatically lowers perceived status. Here's the truth most people never hear. Humans are not wired to respect perfection. They are wired to respect certainty. You don't need flawless looks, perfect words, or extraordinary success. What people truly respond to is emotional stability, the quiet signal that says, I'm comfortable with myself. The moment you project certainty, even silently, people relax around you. Because confidence isn't about being better than others, it's about showing your brain, and theirs, that you already belong. The first psychological rule of respect is simple. Powerful people never rush. Rushing unconsciously signals anxiety, pressure, and the fear of not belonging. Calm movement, however, communicates control. When confident individuals enter a room, they slow down slightly. They pause for a moment. They observe instead of reacting. This small delay sends a powerful message to every brain watching. I am comfortable. I am grounded. I belong here. Your presence becomes steady, predictable, and secure. And human psychology naturally respects stability. You don't need louder words or dramatic actions. Sometimes, the strongest signal of confidence is simply moving with calm intention. Here's one of the most powerful, yet underestimated signals of respect: eye contact. Most people unknowingly break eye contact too quickly. They look away first, glance down, or shift their focus the moment tension appears. To the human brain, this subtle behavior communicates uncertainty and self-doubt. High-respect individuals do something different. They don't stare aggressively, they don't try to dominate, but they also don't escape the moment. They maintain calm, relaxed eye contact, just 1 second longer than expected. That tiny pause sends a powerful psychological message: confidence, emotional stability, leadership presence. It tells others you are comfortable being seen and unafraid of connection. Strong eye contact creates trust without effort and authority without force. In that silent exchange, words become unnecessary, because sometimes the loudest statement you can make is simply holding your gaze with calm certainty. This might surprise you. Talking more does not create more respect. In fact, people who constantly explain, justify, and fill every silence often lose authority without realizing it. Why? Because human psychology values rarity. When something is always available, it feels less important, but when words are limited, every sentence gains weight. High-respect individuals understand this instinctively. They don't rush to respond. They don't interrupt silence. They allow moments of pause. Before answering, they think, they breathe. They choose their words carefully. That brief pause signals intelligence, emotional control, and confidence. It tells others, this person doesn't need to prove anything. Speaking slowly also changes how your brain and others' brains react. Your voice sounds calmer. Your ideas feel stronger. Your presence becomes more grounded. And suddenly, people lean in closer. Because silence creates curiosity. Curiosity creates attention. And attention creates authority. Remember this: you don't gain respect by saying more. You gain respect when every word you speak feels intentional, meaningful, and worth listening to. Here's a truth most people never learn. People don't respond first to your words. They respond to your energy. Before language even matters, the brain notices your posture, your breathing rhythm, and your emotional state. Are you tense or relaxed, rushed or grounded, seeking approval or completely present? Energy speaks faster than speech. Try this simple shift. Before you say anything, take one slow, controlled breath. Your nervous system settles, your shoulders relax. Your voice naturally becomes deeper and steadier. This tiny reset signals calm authority. And when you appear emotionally stable, others subconsciously feel safe around you, because people don't just listen to information. They listen to the energy delivering it. Here's the unexpected truth most people miss. Respect doesn't come from overpowering others or trying to look superior. Real respect begins the moment you stop needing validation. When you stop chasing approval, stop over-explaining, stop trying to impress everyone, something powerful happens. People start noticing you naturally. Because true confidence is never loud or forced. It's quiet certainty. It's the calm feeling of being comfortable with who you are, without needing constant recognition. You don't compete for attention. You don't demand respect. Your presence simply attracts it. And paradoxically, the less you try to prove your worth, the more others automatically believe in it and value you. Tomorrow, try a simple experiment that can instantly change how people perceive you. Walk into any room, work, school, meeting, or social space, and apply these small shifts. Slow your movement slightly instead of rushing. Make calm, steady eye contact when greeting people. Pause for a brief moment before speaking. Keep your shoulders relaxed and your posture open. Speak just 10% slower than usual. Nothing dramatic, nothing fake, just controlled presence. Watch what happens. People interrupt you less. Conversations feel smoother. Others listen more carefully and respond with greater respect. You'll notice subtle changes in how you're treated. More attention, more patience, more curiosity. And here's the powerful realization. You didn't change your personality. You didn't achieve new success overnight. You simply changed the signals your brain sends to others. Because respect often isn't about becoming someone new. It's about learning how to present the person you already are. Remember this: respect is never something you chase or demand. It's something your presence quietly communicates. You don't need louder words, perfect achievements, or constant validation. Sometimes people respect you before you speak, because your calm silence already reveals confidence, certainty, and undeniable inner strength.